Welcome everyone. This will be the second part of my first day on the train. Go back one, see my first part of this day. Had to cut it up a little bit because it's a long video. Look, this car's driving by me. Not anymore. Missed it. There was one car that was driving by. But yeah, check out this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And come check it. Like these cars are checking me out, filming this. Come check it.
I'm very sensitive to it. It works great, but obviously for the next time.
What destination? Miami this way. Where you going? Remington this way. Which destination? Really this way. Where you traveling to? Philadelphia this way. Where you going? This way, sir.
That's my train. Here I am, home, sweet home, for a little while. The excitement is just beginning. And in my own room in New York. It's been a while. Not my trade. We're moving. Same time as the Long Island. See you later, New York. That stay was even briefer than my last time here. Still don't have a neighbor.
11 is the show.
Station in New York. And the train is a little behind schedule. Supposed to be 2:27 and ended up leaving till, I want to say, close to 3:30. It's like an hour late. So there was a museum I wanted to hit up in Washington, D.C., but I'm afraid that's probably going to be closed now because it is 3:45 and we're only in New Jersey. But that's all right. That'll be for another occasion. Right now, I'm just glad to be in my own room on the train. It's been a little while, like a year and a half. That sun is getting a little low. Scratchy. That's to be expected. Debris hitting the outside of it. Going at these high speeds. Out in Philadelphia, I believe. Goodbye, Works. I know that's the next station stop. It's in Philly. Aside from being on a train, I haven't been to Philadelphia in quite a long time. Hopefully one of these days I will make it back down. I've been watching a lot of Philly Captain videos lately. He's not in Philadelphia at the time that I'm recording this. bit of a road trip. I want a bit of a train trip. Oh, nice. There's the SEPTA. That actually worked out good for once. Usually I just miss trains. It's actually just deleting footage from my computer from when I went up to Portland, Maine. And I noticed, tried to get some orange line foamer footage, and I was kind of at the tail end. That one was perfect. I won't delete at least that section, because I do want to make like just a kind of collage of trains, rail fan kind of videos at some point. Yeah, just check the GPS. Definitely in Philadelphia. Ever been on a train that there was not graffiti on the side. There's a lot of tires, a lot of graffiti everywhere. I love it. Well, west, east, north, south, you name it, always graffiti. Oh, that looks like something cool over there, but there's a big wall so I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Dome structure. You're just exiting Philly. Well, the station anyway. Still in Philadelphia. Wow, that's a tall building right there. Too tall to film. Oh, trainception. Is that miles in transit would say? Might be dark by the time I get to Washington. And now in Delaware. Wilmington, Delaware. Hey, I'm in Delaware. Wayne's World reference. And yeah, Wilmington, Delaware. Not that far from Philly. There's a big whale on that building. No, we can't see it. See it? There it is. But, yeah, I feel like we were just in Philly. I actually not going to go utilize the dining car this evening. Maybe tomorrow. Because, oh no, I was in coach all day. I haven't eaten anything. So I'm kind of just looking forward to eating in my room. And I haven't done that since, COVID was kind of still a thing and the dining room wasn't open. It is kind of a bummer because I do enjoy meeting new people and having conversations on the dining cars. One of the fun things about the overnight trains, and sleeper cars, skate park. And, oh, that sun's getting brutal. So, if I wasn't so beat, maybe I would do it. Also, I'll get to review my food, as it were. And I can eat earlier because the time slots in the dining room were all taken up. So now I can just get my food delivered right to my room. And I can eat it because all I've had is snacks. And I didn't even have any of those until I was in this room. Oh yes. The sun is permeating.
Ladies and gentlemen, next station stop in 45 minutes. 45 minutes to Baltimore Penn Station. Baltimore Penn Station coming up next.
Leaving Wilmington, heading to Baltimore. And yes, definitely will not be able to get into the Smithsonian that I wanted to go to because it is 5:19 right now and it closes at 5 o'clock. So maybe next time. The sunset looks rather majestic over this body of water, these bridges. I'm afraid probably be under the shroud of nightfall by the time we get to Washington, D.C. So who knows, maybe no footage of Washington, D.C. I have too many lights on in here. It's like every light in this room is on. I don't need the reading light. Sorry for ruining the epic beauty with a bunch of nonsense. Assuming, I haven't looked at the GPS, but I'm assuming it's probably kind of the outskirts of Baltimore. I won't shut off the lights though because my food should be getting here quite soon. Yeah, that That sunset is amazing. Hopefully I'll be checking out some good sunsets on this little trip. I'm glad that the first one is pretty good. I left Boston earlier, and while I'm watching the sun start to fade out of I was going to say existence, but definitely not. Out of sight, out of vision there. Oh, nice. There it is. As I was filming that a few moments ago, my awesome attendant came and brought me some food. So I gotta get all this set up. But I'm kind of digging the sunset. What was I saying before? I hope this is the first of many majestical sunsets. I think I was saying when I was leaving Boston through Rhode Island and Connecticut, it was raining. Scratch that. It was snowing. Even worse. And I think that light over there needs to go off because it's definitely messing up my shot. I got the pillows in the shot. And this, my friends, is what we're dealing with. The flat iron steak. Got a nice dinner roll there. They brought some, I ordered a Maker's Mark, Coca-Cola. Oh, wow. Hold on, pause that for just a moment. Put a pin in it, as they would say, right? Look at that. Nothing better than a sunset right over the water. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful as this is, it's very beautiful also. That's somewhat amazing. But as I was saying, they gave me the Maker's Mark. This Coca-Cola Classic is featuring Old St. Nick. And you know what I'm going to do? I do love whiskey. And I think it's frowned upon. So don't get too mad at me, Amtrak, but let's be honest, you've put me through a lot of pain and money. So I don't really feel too bad about it. I'm gonna swap this out. Maybe have that a little later. I brought myself a nice Casamigos. I'll mix that with the Santa Claus Coca-Cola. Also, don't think I'm going to be utilizing this balsamic vinaigrette. They gave me a choice of a few salad dressings, but I think I'm going to go dressingless on that salad goodness. Gonna get my veggies in for today, that's for sure, as I hiccup. But yeah, the sun is just about vanished now. It's like a combination of my pillows. It's 2 pillows. Probably should have put them up on the top bunk. Not utilizing them right now. Okay, time to eat. Enough of this foaming over sunsets. There'll be more sunsets. Hopefully every day. Every day, if I'm able to, hopefully I'll get sunset pictures on the undisclosed place that I am traveling to. Alright, and this is all mixed in this nice Amtrak cup. Actually, does this even say Amtrak on it? I don't think it does. It just says Eco. It's an eco-friendly, oh, there it is. There's the Amtrak logo. Can't really see it. But I peppered and buttered all of the things. That little mystery package. I will be saving that for a little bit later. And cheers, everyone. My first, maybe I should find the Amtrak logo. My first drink, if you will, of my vacation. Not counting yesterday when I went to Jade Pacifica and had that wonderful Tonga punch. I thought that was all snow, but it's all dirt. Maybe there's snow underneath it. I don't know how much Maryland got in that big snowstorm. But anyhow, first of many alcoholic beverages of my actual being on vacation, being away from the homestead area. Cheers, everyone. Ah, that is mighty tasty. Casamigos. A lot of people think I'm weird for drinking tequila and Coca-Cola. I think I'm weird for a lot of other reasons more than that. What do you think? Leave it in the comments. And just stopped here in Baltimore, Maryland. And I didn't shut off that light, and the pillows are in the way. It's telling you that it's Sunday, March 1st, and it's 6:09. A little bit of a time check. I wonder what that locker is for. And I know you can barely see, but that is another train. Trying to get some footage of trains in the different areas. This one's really close, and I'm still eating, as you can see in the reflection. But I'm assuming this is the, yeah, it says Baltimore right there. I think I did get that on video. I did make a video years ago. Actually, I just posted it from the first time I ever had a room. I was going to Florida. Look back, maybe if I remember. Oh, that looks nice. The reflecting things weren't on. It's a College of Art. But that was the first time I ever had a room on an Amtrak. I had always ridden coach before that. Back in 2021. It was actually supposed to be 2020, but we all know what happened in 2020. So it ended up being in 2021. Oh, there's a train. Ah, figures. There's a train, and now it's just a wall. Still a little remnant of the sun setting. So we're probably about 15 minutes out of DC. Psyched about the sunset. You couldn't tell by the 20 minutes of me talking about it. Just trying to get that train. All done eating though. Still enjoying some of this tasty beverage while I'm watching some Philly Captain in St. Louis. Like I said, that's for later. But I don't need this right now. That'll be a surprise for later. And good heavens, I am stuffed after that amazing meal. I am probably going to step off of the train when we get to DC because they have to switch engines. Not sure if I'm going to be able to like go inside or not. I know Carpetbagger went to the museum I was going to go to while they were switching out engines on one of his recent trips. So they did not say anything over the speaker about that. They only said that you could step off for a little bit. But they also said the train doesn't leave you, you leave the train. So, not going to venture very far off of the train. But I was going to maybe go inside the Union Station for a little bit, you know. Maybe document a little bit. Recently went to Grand Central Station. I've been to Chicago's Union Station. I've been to this Union Station. I don't think I've ever documented this one. Documented Chicago. Very recently documented Grand Central. It's the first time I believe I've ever been there, unless I just don't recall because I was very young. But obviously Moynihan, train hall. And recently I went to the Back Bay Station in Boston, which is not quite as nice as South Station. Probably should have went South Station for this trip, but I did not. Like, Back Bay was good because I stayed right in that area when I went to New York not even 2 weeks ago. So yes, that train trip, I just finished, I think, posting those videos just a few days ago. Now I'm back on the train. Now I'm in a room, this big, luxurious room. Unlike my rooms, well, the one from Albany to Chicago is an identical room to this. Just go back and check out those videos. But my cross-country ones, they were on 2 levels. So the roomettes were a little smaller. Here we got those very, very high ceilings. I'd say up where my suitcases nestled, right there. I'd say that those ceilings probably weren't even as tall as where the top of these curtains are. And this folded down, you know, kind of at an angle like this. There was no upper windows on the top bunk as well. So, I did not use the top bunk because the lever was doing something weird. And my attendant was kind of, it wasn't my favorite trip, the Albany to Chicago portion of that trip. It's not really my favorite. I didn't like the food. The attendant was kind of weird. Like, woke everyone up at like 6 in the morning. He put down my bed while I was at dinner at like 7:30. I had to redo it. Every other attendant I've had has been amazing. And nothing against that guy. He was just kind of, I don't know. I don't know the word for it, but anyways, I'm already enjoying this thoroughly more. I got my nice flat iron steak, which I ate all of. All the remnants are down here in this bag. My attendant said to leave it for him. He'll take care of it. So hopefully when we go to Washington, I will come back in and this is a bed. So I want to sleep up there. I'll make sure I tell him that also. Because when I tried to do it myself, something happened with the lever where it wasn't really working that great. Wow, I've already been yapping for almost 5 minutes. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping and probably take some footage in Washington, nonetheless. We'll see what it is. And just coming into DC proper, I did shut all the lights off except for the blue night light. See if I can see like the Capitol building or anything. If it's illuminated. There's a very bright light right there. But not quite sure what that is. Kind of a UFO shape to it. Oh, is this a train? There's a train over there. Oh, this must be a train yard. Oh, hi, Mark. I forget whose video I saw that in, but if you saw the room, you know that, oh, there's the next gen Acela that I was not able to take. Well, now it's blocked by these other train cars. But I purchased tickets for the next gen. And I got the last gen. Oh well. I mean, I would have just taken the Northeast Regional. Oh, I can see the top of the Capitol over there. Foaming the Capitol building. Possibly. You can only see the very top of it. Hoping as we get closer, be able to get a better shot. Now I know where it is at least. Somewhere, not over there. Of course I have it way too big. Is that it? No. No, it was in that direction. Saw it for a split second. I don't even know if it'll show up. And if we're stuck behind these walls, definitely aren't going to get much of anything except for these bright lights. All right, here we go. Is that it over there? Is that the top? Oh, yeah. I can see the top of it right down there. Unless that's something else. You know, that might be the Jefferson Monument. I just see the dome. See the dome. But yeah, I don't believe that's the Capitol. Capitol building. Not the capital of... Oh wow, what's this? That looks funky. Alright, I'm gonna slightly pause. Actually, the train has come to a stop. We may be at the station. I'm gonna go outside. False alarm. Because once again, we're moving. So I guess I'll sit back down. Courtyard Marion. And that may have been the shot. But it's another train. Another Amtrak train dining car. It'll look like we went by a road. At the end of that road may have very well been the Capitol. This looks like we may be at a train station. Not my train. I wonder if that's like a commuter rail or subway. Nothing down there. Windward. Bedford and Lothrop. You know, I'm not quite sure if I ever rode the train into DC at nighttime. I feel like it's always been the daytime. I've stayed over in DC back in 2022 because there was no train to get me back home that night. So I had to get a hotel room. And not at the Marriott. See, that says Capitol Hill right on it. It's Marriott. Washington, Capitol Hill. Geez, with all this footage I'm taking, this might be a two-parter. A two-part video. I really didn't think I would be taking as much video. Like, is that it? Is it that it? No, it's not it. Might have been the Washington Monument, the thing on the top. It's kind of crazy because when you see it, like I've seen it straight up on, like it looks really close. But I remember being through like these buildings. But you know, it might not be lit up. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? Like I see a building past there with lights on, but it might just not be fully illuminated at night. And just stepped off the train. It's a good thing I didn't walk that way. They're removing luggage, I believe. St. Mary's River is the name of this car. I'm trying to stay close to the pole so I'm not interrupting the baggage removal. .6:58. They said the train is leaving at 7:24. So I guess I will not be stopping in to Union Station. Appears to be a little bit on the empty side, so I think I'm gonna once it opens, that is, so we're still stopped here in DC, I think I might go get another beverage in the cafe car. This little tunnel area looks quite spooky. See the Capitol building. I mean, this almost looks like a haunted attraction. It's making my room look scary, except for the light shining through from the hallways. I have all the lights off. exited the tunnel now to see if I can see any cool things. Oh, there's the Capitol. We got the Capitol. So, yeah, what I thought was the Capitol earlier apparently was not. Maybe if I stand up. Nope. Not much better of a view. Maybe once we pass this building, get a better shot. Yeah, that's the big dome of the U.S. Capitol. Up building obstruction. That may have been it. Maybe all we get. But, and I also remembered my way home, whatever that is. Oh, that's cool. Whenever I'm on my way home, I'm actually going to be stopping in Union Station. So I will have a little footage from Union Station. Alright, I guess I'll sit back down. Maybe out of view. Oh. Kind of obstructed, but I can see it a little bit. Maybe we'll see it depending on which side I'm on. Oh, top of the Washington Monument. I just missed it. We went down along this wall. Acting. At least we got some cool graffiti shots. Haven't had many of those today. But of all my New York videos that I did, so far the one that I just rode the train back to Boston has got the most views. We got some kind of road. There's the Washington Monument. Sweet. It wasn't for nothing, I suppose. Pretty cool. You know, I didn't even walk a block over and get any footage of the Empire State Building today. And I ended up being in New York for about an hour longer than I thought about. I think that's the Jefferson Memorial. Washington Monument, Jefferson Memorial. I gotta come back down to DC. I haven't spent an ample amount of time in DC since 8th grade. My 8th grade field trip. Aside from going through on trains multiple times, there's both. that's enough monument foaming for the evening. See a Boeing sign. Wonder if that means this is an airport. I do see something way over there, but I'm not quite sure what it is. But yeah, long story short, I want to come down to DC. I'd like to go to DC and Philly and a lot of places that I either haven't been in a long time or never really been to. I've never really been to Baltimore, only traveled through it. I have been to Charleston, South Carolina, I'm sorry. That was a fun place. Before the vlogging days. I think we crossed over into Virginia. Still a lot of buildings. And just waiting for them to announce that the cafe car is back open. So I may get another beverage. Really just a Corona, I'm thinking. Still all these buildings in the background. But I know more sooner than later there's going to be a lot of nothingness out these windows, which is good because then I can edit this probably extremely long video, if not videos, and they take a while to post. So I posted the video today from yesterday, pretty much in New York, because while I was on the train ride from Boston to New York, it just wasn't, the Wi-Fi wasn't good enough. I shut off the Wi-Fi, opened my regular cell phone service would work, and it was not. So I logged onto the Wi-Fi at the Moynihan train hall. That's where I had to do all my, oh, that looks cool. That building actually looks cool. Virginia Tech. Yeah, so we're in Virginia. Where was I? Oh yeah, a bunch of useless information. But I had to post there. So this post, if I make 2 posts, this one won't be out for 2 days from the recording of this. It is March 1st, as of the recording of this. But we'll see. I want to get it all edited. If I can upload it on the train, that would be cool. But I might not be able to till I'm in my hotel. Knock on wood. Is this wood? It's got grain. Like a fake wood. Hopefully it'll suffice. And we're in Alexandria, Virginia. I was just wondering what this building is. It looks pretty cool, illuminated. Like I said, usually when I'm in this portion of this train trip, it's not focusing into a... Maybe if I shut my laptop. No. Usually when I'm in this portion, there we go. Yes, sir. It's light out. So I guess that's one good thing about the delay. Well, it's been dark for a while now. And got myself a nice Corona. They did not have any limes. Guess I should have thought ahead. I almost brought my cooler bag, but I did not. I already have too much stuff with me. And I got another cup of ice. And I also got a Coca-Cola. It is not featuring Santa Claus. But I think it's after the World Cup. So I think I'll have my Corona first. And then maybe make myself another little cocktail. And after I watch the Philly Captain's Route 66 video, then I'm gonna get down to crunch time editing. And with that, since it is dark, I won't be getting any good train footage now. And we're in Virginia. And if I do, it'll be some bonus footage. But I'd like to thank you for watching. Please, if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. And maybe give me a big thumbs up. Give the video a big thumbs up. Tell your friends, your family. Be like, subscribe to this guy. I mean, that looks kind of cool, right? It's like a boatyard. It's too cold for me to think about being on a boat right now. Perhaps when I get to my destination, maybe I'll go on a boat ride. Hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer. I won't have to wear a hoodie. Hopefully. You never know. You never know. But thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Keep following along. And leave a comment, maybe. You can leave a comment. Feel free. Even if it's just like, hey, helps me out. All of it helps me out. I'll leave you with peace. From Virginia. Another weird thing I noticed. This cup holder. It's kinda jiggly. So that's why I'm leaving it in this. But this one is much deeper. It's a much deeper cup holder on that side for some reason. Things that make you go, And how could I forget? I have to unveil the last part of my dinner. Now that it is much later after I ate my dinner. And it is this amazing chocolate cake. I forget exactly what it's called. The chocolate spoon cake, I believe. Spoon Man. I suppose that's why I kept the spoon. Oh, this spoon looks silver, but it's actually kind of transparent. You can see the cake through the spoon. But it looks like it's silver now. It looks transparent all over. I guess it's an optical illusion. Do not try this with a fork. Must be done with a spoon. Oh my goodness, and it is delicious.